They came close and I'm about to go ghost, but you really ain't know yet. Really ain't know yet. You really ain't know yet. Big bad wolf and I'm about to. Yeah.
Like Orlando, play with the magic, no camo, with no basket. No, me in a suit for peace. Eulogies talking about peace. Screams, cries, faint, breach, wings high, can't reach. If I'm walking on the cloud to the golden gates, then I hold go hold the place. Then I don't lie, say they stole my space, causing me to repeat as a whole new race. Oh no, then reincarnated, cause Earth I hate it for sure. Don't debate it, I get too, cause I ain't waiting for hope. Under bright lights, sadness, cause deep into my life, with that on the front page news is a highlight. Let's reverse, I'm reminding you of what I don't take kindly to. For any simple-minded fool who blinded trying to you touch us, then we gotta touch all. Families, friends, girlfriends, and all. If you up, you bet not stall, cause we won't be here when you fall.
No threat, it really ain't no threat. Nobody came close and I'm about to go ghost, but you really ain't know yet. Really ain't know yet. You really ain't know yet. Big bad wolf and I'm about to. Yeah.
Easy, ready, willing, over top. When does it stop? Where do you dare me to draw the line? You got the body, now you want my soul.
Like that bond number 9 count.
Don't even think about it, say no, go. Yeah.
Vibing now. Vibing now. Doing such a good job, I pat myself on that. Flight confirmation to catch through the air. Ain't nobody robbing me, I answer doors with anywhere I go, I put Southside on the map. Shawty said she love me, I said I love me back. Try to kick me out, I ain't going for that. Said they want my so they can order the but I'm you never know I'm so no can do. No can do. Not me. I call your phone, you ain't answer yours. I ain't going for the bull like a matador. You text me if I don't reply quick, your trip. I'm Hefe, I'm the highest on the list. Kick it like judo, the numero uno. Yes, I'm the highness. My house so far back in the woods that can't nobody find. My driveway so long that you can run out of gas. Keep at me for money, you need to get off your
I can't go for that. No can do. No can do. I can't go for that. No can do. I can't go for that. No can do. I can't go for that.
Not me. I beat the charge, then I bounce back. Drop 125 and brought a back. Got the cognac color on the inside, and the 4G autos covered with the big ties. When your friend come, make sure she keep quiet, or the next time I see her, I'll be senile. Look around like this must be a mix-up. I can't with you if you gonna switch up.
I can't go for that. No can do. No can do. I can't go for that. I can't go for that. No can do. I can't go for that. No can do. I can't go for that.
Not me.
I can't go for that. I can't go for that. No can do.
And if they let me in the game, I'ma change it. Ain't a lot of say ever basic. Poppin', I'ma stable, mean some big. See me, they ain't never gonna say. Bust down, they ain't never gonna take this. Money I got, can't make this. Kind of shit, bro, gon' hate this. Mama so proud, I'ma take on vacation. I be going hard, remember used to stars. Remember right on the boulevard, going downtown, tryna. And if I call Tar Heel, I don't better feel no more without. Brody on the news, whole face on the camera. Free on my day one, not the slammer. Told black and white, he a panda. Got me fit like I'm Santa. Or this designer got me in Atlanta. Honestly, I ain't playing games no more. And they about you, ain't worried about me. I'ma still pop out with a fresh white tee with some retro J's and some fresh Nikes. 2-3 bands, you think sweet look. I ain't never gonna stay in my hand. If we too deep, but the whole block deep with it. I ain't never gonna feel my man. Money gon' come, let the money gon' go. All these fake, so they getting too close. So I stay with my guys that been by my side. Cause I know they gon' ride till the car get dropped. New drip, had to pick up some sauce. New kicks, I don't care what it costs. Ruthless, I don't care who lost. Stupid, I'm in charge of a boss. And I know they don't wanna see the young boy win. They don't wanna see the young boy win. They don't wanna see the young boy win. They don't wanna see the young boy win.
Shake up, they don't wanna see me win. Flex up, I'ma jump out the gym. New water, watch that young boy swim. I got it the harder way like I'm Tim. In that Maybach, you can't see through the tint. I ride foreign, but bro, in the plays on my dolly. Think I made it, these don't know me. No, this is not a chain, it's a trophy. Boss up, be a baby like Jody. Used to I used to be OD. I'm talking money, put the cash. Doing that dash on the freeway. I knew I would get it, they didn't believe me. Baby, I make it look easy. Calling and saying she need me. I know she see me with TJ. Put my whip through the speed race. She wanna link up, that's a no-go. I've been stacking my cheesecake. Yeah, I get to the racks and I'm up by the rim. Collecting a bag and I do it again.
2-3 bands, you think sweet look. I ain't never gonna stay in my hand. If we too deep, but the whole block deep with it. I ain't never gonna feel my mans. Money gon' come, let the money gon' go. All these fake, so they getting too close. So I stay with my guys that been by my side. Cause I know they gon' ride to the top. New drip, had to pick up some sauce. New kicks, I don't care what it costs. Ruthless, I don't care who lost. Stupid, I'm in charge of a boss. And I know they don't wanna see the young boy win. They don't wanna see the young boy win. They don't wanna see the young boy win. They don't wanna see the young boy win.
This plane is crashing. I'm yelling Mayday, baby. Yeah, you made of plastic, always overreacting, always for reactions, and I'm gonna go subtracting. My money always hiding. I got me a new chick that be calling me like Jasmine. Exes and no moles, I don't wanna know what's happening. Brody told me slow me or I end up money in the basket. Go to this plane crashing. Friends, I guess we met our ends. Love, flip me again. I'm off that once again. The devil slip me once again. I got that Colgate, give me riding in the Benz. I got no type of us, nobody to fight for us. Might not need your type of love, so tell me where's the sight for us. Shorty screaming Mayday, Mayday. Can I be a lady, lady? This plane is crashing. I'm yelling Mayday, baby. You made of plastic, always overreacting, always for reactions, and I'm gonna go subtracting. My money always hiding. I got me a new chick that be calling me like Jasmine. Exes and no moles, I don't wanna.
And a view of the skyscrapers of Midtown Manhattan from high above the East River here in New York City. And a good Thursday evening to you. 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan. By my side, Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. And a look at the starters for the Hornets. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Doherty. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Bridges. And it's Dinwiddie. And for New York, Wells is out there with the Cobra. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Scott. And it's Harrison in at the 2 spot. Well, the regular season coming to a close, Greg. Some call these the dog days of the year. Winning teams ready for the playoffs, and lottery teams sometimes ready to hang it up and call it quits. It's kind of an interesting dynamic.
No doubt, Kevin. A lot of teams still have something to play for, whether it's fighting to make the playoffs or seeding. These games matter. And then with the younger teams, young players are trying to secure their future moving forward, and teams that are doing a great job of evaluating and determining whether or not they want some of those guys on the roster the following year.
Very interesting. Now, here's Cousins. The pass to Dinwiddie to the left side wing. Here's George. The 19-foot shot. Jacks up a three. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Here's New York. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
Yep, made the defense work extremely hard and did a nice job of getting any advantage they could against the team that shot it well.
Now, here's Scott. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Atlanta.
Let's us not forget about the work on the glass. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
Here's George. Pass to Cousins. Dinwiddie wide open. The putback. It's good on the putback. Doherty's got his team on the board to start the game for the Hornets.
And maybe a deep breath moment for them. They're now 1 for 4 to start the game.
And there's the foul. It's on Miles Bridges. That's his first foul. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Wells passes to the Copa. And stolen by Cousins.
Well, a little head scratcher there, guys. There's no reason to force the ball inside like that. I understand the thought process, but the pass just has to be better. Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
Hands it from downtown.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Charlotte's gone 0 of 4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Dinwiddie with it. Now guarded by Wells. Robinson with the block.
Such good instincts from Robinson there to throw that one away.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Here's Dinwiddie.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Harrison kicks to Wells. No good from outside.
Just a bit of a rut here early. Just 1 of 4 so far.
Here's George. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Think back to when Paul George entered the league in the 2010-11 season for the Indiana Pacers. A skinny kid. Not so much anymore.
And stolen by Doherty. Now Bridges. Bank shot. No good.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Payton, he's checked in for Miles Bridges.
Find the lane. Find the lane. One shot.
The free throw drops for Wells. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. George, that's a two-pointer. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Now, Paul George ready to shoot as soon as he caught it. Quick release there.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
When you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor, I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
Here's Scott, and finished off by Scott.
How about that? The big man, Mitchell Robinson, able to find a teammate.
First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Dinwiddie outside. His three-pointers off the mark.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
The Knicks have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. Charlotte making a switch here.
Find the lane. Find the lane. One shot.
Here's Caruso. He averages about 5 points a game. To the paint. Here's Hicks. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Scott, good.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Payton outside. Pass to Martin. Trying his luck from deep. That shot off the mark. And New York the other way now.
Just doing the job.
Oh, that was something else.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
So Charlotte calls timeout. Their first. In their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, you saw the communication breakdowns defensively, just giving up way too many open looks.
And sometimes you can play good on-ball defense, but it's the help defense that makes you elite. And on that night, nobody rotating and not a lot of help.
Different look for New York. Julius Randle's checked in for the Cobra. Kevin Knox comes in for Wells. And it's Ntilikina in for Shaquille Harrison. McDaniels is checked in for the Hornets. Here's Hicks. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Knox the pass to Robinson. It's blocked. Passes to Payton. Here's the teardrop. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Hornets shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
And he makes the first. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. Outside, Martin. Out to Payton, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at Orlando. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And, you know, I think New York, they've taken this ride all the way down the stretch. Few people thought they could maintain this astonishing display of dominance.
Yeah, Randall does a good job. His frame alone helps to create some space. Just with a little pivot there, able to find a way to score.
Inside. Shot by McDaniels, no good.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
From downtown, and again, New York with the triple.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
Hornets trail by 11. And that's a foul called on Money. That is his first foul of the game. .143 left to play in the first quarter. Payton dishes to McDaniels, and finished off by McDaniel.
You risk getting torched when somebody's open. Payton's skilled enough to find the open man.
Randall kicks to Kino. Some nice passing by New York here. Scott the pass to Knox. To the middle, here's Hicks, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off. As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Over corner, McDaniels. Off target from outside. New York leading by 7. Here's Knox, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And Knox just exploding to the rim.
There's 45 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Payton passes to Hicks. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Hornets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. First free throw is good. A different look for New York. The Cobra comes in for Robinson. And it's Dennis Smith in for Scott. George is checked in for the Hornets. And he makes both free throws. The Knicks leading by 7. To the inside. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Down low. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, we love when great offensive players get in a scoring rhythm, but Paul George right now in a great passing rhythm tonight.
Smith for three. Nailed from three-point land. Smith's got 5 points so far.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Got it up. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the New York Knicks holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We come back right after this. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Hornets trail by 8. So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter. We've got Hicks, also DeMarcus Cousins out there. Paul George is out there with Bridges, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
The pass to George. Misses the three.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off. And Bowen, he's got a 7-foot wingspan. Certainly the defensive potential is there for Frank Ntilikina.
Well, the questions have always been about the other end and whether or not Frank can find a way to score more efficiently on a nightly basis. Still young and still some room to grow.
Now here is Smith. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Here now is Dinwiddie. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. To the inside. Hicks. Not going to go that time. Randall with some nice D. Inside. The Cobra passes to Ntilikina. And there's the foul. It's on Miles Bridges. That's his third foul of the game.
Yeah, looking up at the scoreboard, guys, that's his third foul, and his coach has to consider now sitting him down.
Wells, he's checked in for the Knicks. Harrison comes in for Frank Ntilikina. The Hornets also with a sub. Doherty's checked in. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. And the shot goes in. The Cobra's got 5.
Well, Randall, when he has the ball in his hands, aware that there might be an open teammate, that time he found him.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor to end the run. Cousins, no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead. A fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Charlotte calls timeout. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland. stats for Wells. In the second half of this season, he's been nothing short of spectacular. Second in scoring, fourth in assists, and how about his top 10 ranking and free throw percentage? A knockdown shooter, ultra reliable from the line.
And what he's doing right now, carving up defensive schemes at will, second best scorer in the league. It's just a marvelous thing to watch and appreciate.
Well, an accurate three-point shooter, Paul George can get it going from distance.
New York leading by 14. Here's Wells. And again, New York with the triple.
Oh, great ball movement there.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. George with the ball. 26 points for him last game against Washington.
The other part of his game was the outstanding D. Shot blocking is a huge momentum shifter, and his 2 blocks really turned the game in their team's favor.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
The Knicks shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
And the Hornets making a change here. Payton's checked in.
What's up?
Ray, compare the times when you played as an NBA player with a lot more contact and a lot was let go on the floor to what we're seeing now when there seem to be a lot of whistles, a lot of stoppage of play.
I mean, there's no doubt about it. You know, you got to allow players to defend. And if they're in a legal guarding position, let them do their job. You know, eliminate the cheap ones. Part of the issue, though, partner, is now so much of the game is played on an island, right? You don't have the crowds that you typically would see guys in back in our era. There's more space. The court, in that sense, is bigger. You're out there kind of on your own, man. And these guys are crafty at drawing fouls.
It's never been harder for a defender.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. The Knicks making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Charlotte, trailing by 19. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. To the paint, and a fast break now for New York.
And great hustle. Turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big-time play.
Charlotte has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Feeds to Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
That's power from DeMarcus Cousins.
The Knicks leading by 19. Here's Wells. No good on the triple. George with the ball. Now guarded by Wells. George passes to Dort. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Mitchell Robinson. For Charlotte, they have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. The first one falls. Scotty's checked in for Dennis Smith. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Martin's checked in. So Doherty nails both of them. New York leading by 17. Scott up top, covered by Peyton. Now here's Wells. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Atlanta.
Felt like he had a sense in that game that the defense was being over-aggressive, and he tried to take advantage of that. He continually frustrated them throughout the night and got to the free throw line.
Drops in the tray.
Ledee just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Wells with it. Looking on Martin. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And now we go to the 2K leaderboard. What a season it's been for these teams on the offensive glass. The Knicks fourth.
You know what? Sometimes their missed shots are their best offense. I mean, they attack the glass relentlessly, and those extra possessions can determine the outcome on a lot of nights.
A free throw drops for Wells.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And some changes here for the Hornets. McDaniels, he's checked in for Cousins. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dinwiddie. And Wells drops them both. Hey, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
they're truly great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities, and those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Charlotte calls timeout. Mr. Fundamentals really making a difference here.
And they simply have no answer right now for what he's doing to them. He is making them pay.
Checked in for Charlotte. A moment now to check out some numbers for him. And the foul called on the Cobra. That's his first foul. It's stolen.
You could tell it was almost tunnel vision on that pass. Had no idea where the defender was.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Here's Caruso. Pass to Martin. He tries for three. It's rebounded by New York.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And the dunk by Wells.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Here's McDaniels. 9 points last game, and Charlotte can't hang on to the ball. Kevin Knox is checked in for New York. The Knicks leading by 20. Pass to the Cobra. Outside, Scott. To the middle. New York moving it around. To the inside. Here's the Cobra. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Passes it to Martin to stop the run. Another shot. A nice shot by McDaniels. McDaniels got his second bucket.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson to the team there. That way to save points.
It's good.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And Caruso's got the ball here for the Hornets. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Martin goes in from past the arc. It's rebounded by New York.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively. They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
The game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
Here's Caruso following the score by New York. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
Yeah, the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
Randall's checked in for New York. Frank Ntilikina comes in for Wells. Here's Scott. They lead by their biggest margin. There's the double team with Martin. The pass to Knox. And here is Robinson. Back to Scott. Launches a three. Buries it from three-point range. Scott's got 19 points.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. For Charlotte, they have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
Taking 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
And the Hornets making a change here. George is checked in. He hits the second from the line. New York's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Back to Scott. Poke loose. Here's Caruso. Misses off the right iron. It's Scott on the wing. Got it off in time, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's New York ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. DeMarcus, you guys have had chances, but you haven't taken advantage of those chances. What do you say to the team?
That's something I've been preaching on. They're giving us a lot of opportunities, and we got to do something with it. So hopefully we can keep them missing shots and we can get something out of it.
We'll see what happens in the second half. Thanks, DeMarcus. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. New York holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
It's been unreal offensive performance, Ernie. They've taken this defense to task. They're finding good shots on almost every possession. I don't know if they could have executed any better on that end of the floor.
And big fella, your thoughts on the Hornets?
Well, it's not a huge surprise they're getting crushed. Whew. All you got to do is look at the rebounding numbers. They were outworked on the board. They even have a hope of coming back. Got to pick up the intensity, man.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What a game we're seeing from Money.
And, guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. The Cobra out there with Wells. Then there's Scott. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Harrison in at the 2 guard. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And that is such a beautiful move, Kevin. Why go straight up when you can throw down the reverse?
Well, that one's going to have its share of time on the highlight reel for sure. And here are the Hornets now, following the score by New York. Pass to Doherty. A 3. Wells grabs the miss. New York's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And here is McDaniel. The 3 from George. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. The Cobras got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And the dunk by Wells.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now, here's McDaniels. Dinwiddie outside. Lays it up and banks it in. Dinwiddie's got 5.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Oh, and the jam by Wells.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Charlotte calls timeout.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Bridges, he's checked in for McDaniels.
And a quick review, looking at some numbers here for the Cobra. First and 3-point shooting, 5th in assists, and he's a defensive ball hawk. You can't let your guard down. Remember, he's 10th in the league in steals per game.
And not only is he hitting from deep, he's doing it with great consistency. One of our league's most efficient three-point shooters. Here's the Cobra. Miles Bridges picking up that last basket. Basket counts.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Charlotte has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Pass to Bridges. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
The energy and athleticism of Bridges is off the charts. He is a tough cover for the defense.
The Hornets have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, what I love about Bridges is just the all-around game. He scores, rebounds, passes, and defends well, too. Just an exciting young prospect.
Smith checked in for Scott. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Elfrid Payton, he's checked in for Doherty. Both free throws good from Bridges. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Pass to Harrison. On the high post. Offensive rebound. And hammered home.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Wells' shot is good.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Now Payton. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Dishes to Dinwiddie. Wells with the steal. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Over Cousins. And there's Wells. That's good on the assist by Smith. And now it's 27 points for Mr. Fundamentals. The Hornets have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Payton, right side. Out to the right wing. Bridges, no one around him. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. For New York, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field to start the second half. Some tremendous shooting from them.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Now here's Payton. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Here's Cousins, and then Cousins with the dunk.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Here's Wells, and the dunk by Wells.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Here's Payton. The Knicks making the shot. Inside.
Oh, yes, sir. Wow, how about that from the big man? Showing a little something special. Tremendous at getting up off the ground and finishing with style.
Here's Wells. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
George looking around. And it's off from three-point range. And the dunk by Wells.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. The dish to Cousins. Got a piece of it. Smith with it. Defended by Dinwiddie. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Stolen by George. And here we go. Payton heading to the hoop. Wells with it. 33 points for him. Some nice passing by New York here. And that one, good. Robinson's got 6.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
The shot by George, wide open. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, the defense there in chill mode. We all know he can burn them from three-point range.
They double him with George. Now the pass to Smith. Now here's Wells. Defended by George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot by Wells, no good.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Now here's Payton. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Such a wide open look.
He's obviously hit a bit of a dry spell here. Only 1 of 5 this quarter.
Here's Wells. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on George.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
The Knicks have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. The free throw drops for Wells. And a new group in for the Knicks. Julius Randle's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Kevin Knox comes in for the Cobra. Ntilikina, he's checked in for Shaquille Harrison. And it's Scott in for Dennis Smith. And Wells drops them both. There's 1:17 left in the third quarter. Caruso, the pass to Martin. It's stolen by Randle. And a fast break now for New York. And the dunk by Wells.
Pretty sweet pass there as Knox showing his ability to read the floor.
Here's Caruso. Over in the corner, McDaniels. And another 3 for Charlotte.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
Wells. And the dunk by Wells.
All night they've asked him to shoulder the scoring load, and he is not disappointed.
The Hornets have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Here's McDaniels, and he makes that one. McDaniels got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Oh, why, thank you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Craig, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. So it's the Hornets now, following the score by New York. Hicks passes to Martin, and finished off by Martin.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
New York's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes. And the shot is good. Wells has got 43 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Out left to the wing. Here's Hicks. That one a little long, and so it's New York sitting on a lead of 40 points at the end of the quarter. Terrific play. They have been excellent at both ends of the floor. The scoreboard showing what a complete performance this has been. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And for the Knicks, their shooting has been sensational, 75% for the game. A moment now to reset the lineups. Back to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the 4th quarter. On the court for the Hornets, they've got Simmons. Martin is out there with Hicks, and it's Caruso in at the shooting guard.
Excellent play. Just adding fuel to the fire and really trying to put this one out of reach.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
Pass to Ntilikina. Handle with the ball. New York moving the ball around. Here's Scott over Martin. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for New York, Scott. Taking 2 shots.
That's good from Scott. Scott hits them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Outside, Simmons. Floats one up. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got his 4th rebound in this one. There's the 3. Chanchard grabs the miss. The Hornets shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Here's Caruso. Outside for Martin. Puts up a 3. The shot will not fall. So New York will take it the other way.
I hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious. And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this 4th quarter. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
It's rebounded by New York. Randall's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Right side, Scott. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. There's the double team with Martin. Pass to Ntilikina. 4 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Knox misses. The Hornets have gone a dismal 0 for 5 to get the 4th quarter underway. He gets it in there. So it's Ntilikina who brings up the ball for New York. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. It's blocked. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious 2-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Shooting for New York, Scott. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. A different look for New York. John Henson's checked in for Randall, and Lehman subbed in for Kevin Knox. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Martin's checked in for Alex Caruso. Scott hits them both. And so it's Charlotte with it. And Simmons kicks to Hicks. It's Martin on the wing. Hits it from three-point range. Martin's got himself on the board with 3 there.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
That one goes. Count it.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now here is Martin. Passes it to Chancho. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
The Knicks making a switch here. Carlisle's checked in. Bridges, he's checked in for Charlotte.
One shot.
For New York, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. They get it back. Wooten passes to Lehman. Tries again. A nice shot by Carlisle.
Well, he's a pass-first point guard. Ntilikina with a nice play there.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Outside, Simmons. And the pass to Chancho. Gets an open look and hits. Chanchar's got 5 points in the quarter. For New York, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Stolen by Martin. Now here's Simmons. They get a hand on it. Here's Ntilikina. Pass to Carlisle. Wooten. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. And it's blocked. Here's Lehman. Guarded by Simmons. Carlisle passes to Lehman. Over Simmons. Lehman gets the bucket. Lehman's got his first points of the night. Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Simmons feeling it out a bit. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for Charlotte, Kobe Simmons. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Dennis Smith, he's checked in for Frank Ntilikina. The Hornets also with a sub. McDaniels checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
His shot was hindered by that mobile one block.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Henson the pass to Lehman. There's the triple. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
Hornets ball.
For Charlotte, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Simmons dishes to McDaniels. It's rebounded by New York.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Layman pass to Carlisle. Henson with it. Out to the right wing. Here's Layman. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Knicks have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Pass to Henson. Here's Wooten. Defended by Bridges. And here is Simmons. Kicks to Bridges. Latre. A shot by McDaniels. No good. New York's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Smith the pass to Carlisle. Here's Layman. Drills the 3-pointer. Layman's got 8 points here in this quarter. Charlotte shooting around 41% on the night. Simmons passes to McDaniels. To the paint. Here's Bridges. And Henson sends it back.
He's a great shot blocker. Henson still trying to bring the rest of his game up to that level.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Knicks.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And you have to love the effort this team plays with night in and night out, win after win this year, and they have earned it. Tonight will make it 62 wins on the year for them.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Mr. Fundamentals.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by Henson. To the wing on the left. Down low. Here's Wooten. And yes, it's good. Wooten's got his first points of the game.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Here's Hicks. They can't stop the run with that one. New York with the ball. Here's Carlisle. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Now here's Simmons. Misses from short range. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Ntilikina. Guarded by Simmons. To the paint. And finished off by McDaniel.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there. Here's Ntilikina. And it's blocked. So no problem for New York as they get the win. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Time to grind, I gotta get mine. Said the concept, the time is all up in our mind. Sometimes
time it's slow, other times it be flying. I see 24 years with my baby carrying nines. They try, but they can't put a price up on my time. Finally figured out what I'ma do with my life. The purpose of this life ain't to work, eat, sleeping, and living more for I. Cause you never know what the future holds, what tomorrow brings. The best day of your life for the fat lady sings. What I mean, we can't last till infinity, leaving behind nothing but artifacts and memories. So when I'm gone, how will they remember me? Hope it's for positive and not negativity. Was I a leech or a source of energy? I'm working on my legacy. I gotta get it right now. Forget waiting, I'm being patient. The clock is racing. I can't have no time wasted. It's a whole lot of time in the day. Will you put it to use or let it waste away? What do we do with the life that we've been given? Find out what you like, what you want, just stick with it. Just make a decision, regardless of circumstances, you gotta roll with it. They told me ask for it, work toward it, and you get it. Only looking forward, the past is already written. Looking to the future, each day I'm working to my destination. I know it takes time, I know it patience, but one day I'll be facing everything I ever wanted. It means much more when you know you work for it. Turning my dreams into real life scenes, from thoughts and emotions into real life things. More cautious of what I think, careful on what I speak. They say imagination become your reality. Taking time thinking of myself happily. Working every day, I'ma get there gradually. I gotta get it right now. Forget waiting, I'm being patient. The clock is racing. I can't have no time wasted. It's a whole lot of time in the day. Will you put it to use or let it waste away? Every single day is a chance to do something better. It's your life to live, so you gotta take advantage. Either take what life will give you or you set a goal and plan it. Ain't no settling, speak up for it and demand it. Love, happiness, and freedom is all I needed and wanted. Thinking positive when I wake up in the morning. I'm enjoying every second, every minute, every hour, every day. Made a thin line between my work and my play. Said you won't change, it's a new year every day. You walking or you talking, cause it's time to make a play. All this time, see I gotta set a schedule every day. It's 24 hours, I can't let it go. I gotta get it right now. Forget waiting, I'm being patient. The clock is racing. I can't have no time wasted. It's a whole lot of time in the day. Will you put it to use or let it waste away?
Respect it.
From the tipping.
I'm with whatever you with. You ain't the only one out here getting rich. You ain't the only one that got young. You can go pay to do dumb shit. On it. Hold up. Tell them roll up. I'm in a Rolls Royce. Got about 4 on. I got buckets on my forearm. RM11, no stress. Park the Lambo on my best. Cuban link lay on the dresser. My pockets like yours. Spit a foreign car all on my necklace. See me shining from the other section. I don't put a Lambo on my wrist. I don't put a Lambo on my wrist. I don't put a Lambo on my wrist. Done got rich, don't get no shit. I don't put a Lambo on my wrist. I don't put a Lambo on my wrist. I don't put a Lambo on my wrist. Done got rich, don't get no shit. 350 cash. Didn't even do the dash. Room full of bosses. You looking like staff. I'm on the war path. I go on the beat. You ain't nothing to me. My partner spin your block like Uber Eats. I don't put a Lambo on my wrist. Hey, stand on this pound, I'll be 6'8". Hey, might buy your I hope you rent. Pay me enough frames. Championship range. No, I can't sing. I got more hits than a brain. I don't put a Lambo on my wrist. I don't put a Lambo on my wrist. I don't put a Lambo on my wrist. Done got rich, don't get no shit. I don't put a Lambo on my wrist. I don't put a Lambo on my wrist. I don't put a Lambo on my wrist. Done got rich, don't get no shit.